The Children's Television Workshop presents Square One TV, show number 147, produced at Unitel Video in New York City.
Smiling Algorithm here with you once again from Mathematics Are Us, the store with everything for your mathematical needs. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hold everything. I have an announcement to make. Bring in those numbers, and we'll round them to the nearest tenth. That's right, your ears do not deceive you. We will round those numbers to the nearest tenth. And here is the truly amazing part. We're going to do it for only $9.49. You heard me correctly? $9.49. And why, you may ask? If you were of a mind, would we do such a thing? Well, the answer, ladies and gentlemen, is simple. For years, you've trusted us enough for us to become your #1 choice in digit supply. It's time we repay you. Simple move. So bring in those numbers, and we'll round them to the nearest tenth. But don't listen to me. Here are some satisfied customers.
I am pleased with Math R Us. I brought them my old 7.92 to be rounded, and they did a beautiful job. Excuse me. I drove home with a shiny new 7.9. Smiling Al, you have made me one happy guy.
My 64.589 was positively jagged. I was embarrassed to show it to my friends. I brought it to Math R Us, and quite frankly, I didn't know what to expect. Imagine my delight when 2 days later I picked up this elegant 64.6. Algorithm, I could pinch your cheek.
You don't have to do that, Miss Quibbly, but we were glad we could help. Ladies and gentlemen, be big, be bold. Come on down to Mathematics R Us and see our wide selection of whole numbers and decimal fractions. Bring in that unrounded 56.227, or that 432.7687, and we'll round it to the nearest tenth for only 9.49. Getting the idea? Wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to do something even more drastic. I'm going to round off the price for an even $9. See, we're crazy here at Math R Us, but we give you good deals. And remember, at Mathematics R Us, we've got your number.
Things aren't always as they seem at first. Here's a problem you can do at home. Get 24 sticks, all the same length, and make a figure that looks like this. There. That was easy. Now tell me, how many squares are there? Do you see 9? Well, there are more than that. I bet you didn't count this one. And there are more.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. All right, I'd like to just thank y'all for coming out here to Tillis tonight. Well, you've been a wonderful crowd. And I'd like you to think about something when you're driving home tonight. You're gonna find yourself at the convenience store. You're gonna be scrounging over those pennies and dimes and nickels over that carton of milk. And I want you to just think about one thing. Round it off.
Mathematics is the wonder of the age, but the number sometimes runs right off the page. You can do yourself a favor, save unnecessary labor, round it all. Just round it off, round it off. Make it hundreds, make it tenths. It's just simple common sense to round it all to the nearest whole number, round it all. Mathematics keeps your intellect intact. Many answers should be carefully exact. But for daily application, make a close approximation, round it all. Just round it all, round it all. Make it hundreds, make it tenths. It's just simple common sense to round it all to the nearest whole number, round it all. Rounding off is just to help you simplify. You can do it in the twinkle of an eye. 5 or over, you increase it. Under 5, you just decrease it, round it all. Just round it all, round it all. Make it hundreds, make it tenths. It's just simple common sense to round it all to the nearest whole number, round it all. Round it all, round it off.
Good afternoon, my scraggly but obviously artistically driven young man.
My name is Red Herring. I'm part of that restless group of talented young artists that are changing the face of art throughout the country. How you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. What can I help you with?
I want to make a statement. A really big statement. So I need a canvas. A really big canvas.
Oh, well, our canvases come in many different sizes.
Good.
Now, this is our standard canvas. Would it be big enough to make your statement?
No. You see, I want to make a statement. A really big
statement.
Yes.
Okay, well, all right. Let me see what else I have here. How about if we double the width?
Oh, good.
Now, you see, its area is 2 times bigger than the standard canvas. You see, you can fit 2 standard canvases in it.
2?
Uh-huh.
No, I'm afraid not. No.
Oh, all right then. Let me see what else we have here. Hold on just a moment. I think that I'll be able to help you out with our 3x6 canvas.
Wonderful.
Now, if you'll just take a look at this one, you'll be able to see that it is still 2 times the area of our standard canvas, but it's a lot taller.
No, you see, I don't want to make a tall statement. I want to make a big
statement.
Yes, you've heard that before.
Okay, well, hold on just a moment. I think I can help you. I've still got one more choice left.
One more, yes.
Yes. If you'll just give me a hand with this.
Oh, certainly, yes.
We'll just bring it right over here.
Right.
And this is our very largest canvas. It is the size of...
Large.
1, 2, 3, 4 of our standard canvases. Well?
Yes! This is it. I'll take it.
Excellent.
Now, excuse me.
Certainly.
I'm going to make my statement. There. That is my statement. Yes! And finally, the most important thing. Signed. Red Herring. My masterpiece is complete. Please wrap it up and send it to the Museum of Modern Art. They're waiting for it.
I've got the 519 blues because of all those numbers that ain't round. I've got the $1.98 blues for 2 cents more. How does $2 sound? My home is 163, not 160. My street is 149, not 150. I wear a 7.5 shoe, and I'm telling you, I was born in 1972. Am I blue?
There are lots of numbers you can round off. Like there are about 20 buildings on this block, even though there are really 22. There are 241,460,718 people in America, but you could round it off and say there are about 240 million. Rounding off makes communication simpler. But don't try rounding off the time the train leaves, or you will miss it.
I've got the 519 blues.
This much of the show is over. But don't despair. There is this much yet to come.
So, will you do it?
Plug your new book, You and Me, Babs, Confessions of a TV Host?
Uh-huh.
Well, Monty, I can't plug the book on the air.
Why not?
Well, I'm not through it yet.
You haven't finished reading it yet?
I haven't finished coloring it. And now, America, time once again for America's top-rated mathematical game show. But who's counting? And here's your host who loves you the most, Monty Carlo.
Thank you, Johnny, for those kind words. Hello there in television, and welcome to But Who's Counting? Yeah. We have some wonderful numbers for you to manipulate today, but before we get to them and our guests, let's find out what they'll be playing for. Johnny?
All right, Monty. Today's guest will be playing for Live Meat from Texas. When it's stakes you really need, pick up your phone and dial Stampede. Plus, something everyone needs for recording those special moments, a child's birthday party, a wedding ceremony, a summit meeting, your own television studio, and last but not least, with a very special partner with that special green thumb, an 1,100-acre farm, including hand trowel. Monty?
Thank you, Johnny. With us from Nose, New Mexico are...
I'm Carl.
And I'm Priscilla Malden.
I love your noses.
Thank you. We don't leave home without them.
And your opponents here from Penzance, England on 2 expired visas are...
1, 2, 3, 4. Hello, she's Edna, and I'm Gilbert Sullivan. Ta-da!
Bravo, bravo. Now, let me welcome a good friend of mine, a gal who makes her own shoes, Amber Jeanette. Amber! Thank you. Now, here's how we play the game. We're going to spin the wheel and choose 5 digits at random, one at a time. Your object is to make one 3-digit number and one 2-digit number, multiply them, and whichever team has the larger product wins the game. There will be a bonus prize for the largest possible product. Don't forget, once you place a digit on your board...
You can't move it.
That is right. Now, you folks at home, I want you to get pencil and paper ready so you can play, too. Here we go, the first digit ever. It's a 1. First digit is a 1. Very appropriate. Second digit. 0. Here we go. Another 1. 9.
Yeah.
A 6. Okay, it's a 1 and a 1, a 0, a 6, and a 9. Let's see what the Maldens did. Maldens, are you ready?
Yes,
we are indeed. Okay.
Let's check this out here. We got 911, which we multiplied by 60, which gave us a product of 54,660.
54,660. Okay, let's go over to the Sullivans. How'd you make out?
Well, Monty, 611 times 90 equals 54,990.
Well, looks like the Sullivans won by 330. Tell me, as the numbers were coming up there, what was going through your minds?
Well, we wanted to make the biggest number possible. When 1 came up, we put it on the right. The same with 0 and the next one. Ta-da!
But it seems to me the Maldens use pretty much the same strategy. Tell me, why are the answers so different?
Ah, I see what happened. We put our 9 in the hundreds place.
Yeah, you see, they put their 9 in the tens place and got to multiply the whole 3-digit number by 9.
Check.
Lot of thought for a television quiz show, right? Now, incidentally, the best possible product is 55,510. Well, we move inexorably on to the second round. Are you ready, Malden?
Yes, we are, Monty.
Are you ready, Sullivans?
Yes, indeed.
Well, here we go. Amber, you ready too? Give that wheel a rotation. It's a 5. That's exciting, and it's a 7, a lucky number. 7. Looks like a 8. And the final digit of the final round is...
A 2.
It's a 2. Okay, that's a 5, a 7, a 4, a 2, and an 8. Sullivans.
Working rather quickly here. Here we are.
ready?
Almost done.
A little slow, but
Yes,
we're
we
coming
are.
along.
Here we go.
And here we have it, Monty. 842 times 75 equals 63,150.
63,150.
Correct.
Okay, let's see how the Maldens did.
Ah, this is looking good, Monty. We multiplied 752 by 84, which gave us a product of 63,168.
What a barn burner! Looks like the Maldens nosed out the Sullivans. Tell me, how'd you do it?
Well, Monty, we learned from the first game that by putting the larger digit in the tens place would enable us to multiply the whole 3-digit number by a bigger number.
Check.
Oh, I see. That's why you put the 8 there, but why is that so important?
Well, by placing the 8 here, we were able to multiply more digits by 8, similar to the Sullivan case in the last game, where they were able to multiply more digits by 9 than we
Check.
did.
Marvelous thinking. That's really using old schnoz, huh?
Yeah.
Well, thank you for playing, but who's counting? Thank you for getting the best possible product, 63,168, right?
That means we win a bonus prize, Jack.
Yeah, that's right.
How do you like tuna fish?
Can't stand it.
I'm allergic to it.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Sailor Life. Well, this is Monte Carlo saying bye-bye and think good thoughts.
Although the Maldens correctly stated that they had placed the 8 and the 9 in the tens place, it allowed them to multiply by 84 and 90, and not just by 8 and 9. Let's face it, the Maldens don't know everything.
The story you are about to see is a fib, but it's short. The names are made up, but the problems are real.
4:43 p.m. We were working on the problem of the passing parade. The famous rock star Steve Stringbean was being honored by the Burbank City Fathers, and there was a parade to be planned. Our job? Figure out how many people might attend the festivities, how long the parade would take, and how many police we would need to control the crowd. We decided to take a look at our solutions from an earlier point in time. First, we calculated the amount of time the parade would take.
So, in 1 hour, the parade goes 2 miles. In 2 hours, it goes 4 miles. If the parade route was 3 miles long, it would take 1 1/2 hours.
The parade starts at 5 o'clock, so it would finish at 6:30.
But the route is a little longer than 3 miles.
So it'll finish a little later than 6:30. We needed to estimate about how many people would attend the parade.
A rule of thumb is that each person needs at least 2 square feet of space.
So we need to know how many square feet are available along the route, right?
Right. George, here's a more detailed map of the parade route. There is 10 feet of viewing space on either side of the street. That's a total width of 20 feet.
Okay, the parade route is 3.2 miles. There are 5,280 feet in a mile. 3.2 times 5,280 is 16,896.
That's about 17,000. Now to find the area in square feet, we multiply that by 20 feet. The sum of the width of the sidewalks on either side.
That's about 340,000 square feet. Now each person gets 2 square feet of space.
Divide 340,000 by 2, and we get 170,000. We figure we could get as many as 170,000 people there, Chief. But then we got some news. Bad news.
There won't be a problem at the parade, Chief. Guaranteed.
How's that?
There won't be a parade. Steve Stringbean has been kidnapped.
We had gotten a call from the president of the Greater Los Angeles Steve Stringbean fan club about the kidnapping. We arranged to meet him in Santa Monica. Are you the young man that called MathNet?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm Monday. This is my partner, George.
Frankly,
MathNet.
I forgot it. It's on my dresser. Wait, no, at home. I was in a hurry.
What's your name, son?
I'm Eddie Harris. But you can call me Rimshot.
Nickname?
Uh-huh.
Play the Skins?
Huh?
Are you a drummer?
You got it.
And they call you Rimshot?
Ba-dum-bum.
How do you know Steve Stringbean was kidnapped?
Like I was there, on the scene.
On the stain?
Yeah, man, you know, where the action is. I was there for the roll call. I was present and accounted for. Like I was there.
Where?
In the back of that.
Is this the Stringbean Mobile?
None other. See, when Steve comes to L.A., he likes to stay with me and my folks.
How's that, son?
Like, you know, he doesn't like publicity. He hates being recognized. You dig?
He shuns the spotlight?
I don't know about that, man. But he stays with me until it's time for his concert. Then he drives there in his unmarked van. Only this time, it didn't work.
What happened?
We went out to get some gas. I was in the back of the van looking for his reverb box. Steve got out of the van. The next thing I know, he's tied up, gagged, and thrown in the back. And 2 guys were driving away with us. I stayed out of sight.
We continued to ask our witness more questions. We had a problem to solve, and we needed as many facts as we could get. Rimshot told us he couldn't see where they were being driven, but that it took about an hour before they stopped. We decided to take him back to headquarters and sketch his story on paper. Easier to figure it out if we could see it. If you drove for about an hour from Santa Monica, you could have gone quite a distance. Anything else you can remember?
I remember the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah, man. You know, the water next to the beach. The ocean, man, where the fish live.
What about the ocean?
It was on the left for a long time.
How long?
15 or 20 minutes. Then we turned right and started uphill at about a 10-degree angle.
How do you know that?
Celery tonic, man.
Celery tonic?
Sure. Me and Steve never leave home without it. And I know we were going up, because the tonic came all the way up to the top of the Y.
Let's see that, Rimshot.
Rimshot said the sound of the ocean was on the left. Therefore, they had to be driving north. I drew a quick sketch of the road according to the level of Rimshot's celery tonic bottle. It looked to be about 10 or 12 degrees. We needed more information. George, call an expert. Call the Department of Street Maintenance and see what roads in that area have that kind of incline.
Right, Kate.
What happened after you started climbing?
We made a few turns.
Can you guess how many?
No need to guess, like I kept track. We made 3 of them.
That's great, Rimshot.
Yeah, well, you know, it helped kill the time. And I know how many beats in between each turn.
How many beats?
Yeah, being an aspiring drummer, I'm always practicing one thing or another. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. And like that.
Thanks to you, Rimshot, I think we'll be able to find Stringbean.
Yeah, well, you know, like, ba-dum-bum, man.
Kate, the street maintenance department says there's only 3 roads off Coast Highway with angles that even approach 10 degrees. Topanga Canyon, Malibu Canyon, and Steve Canyon. But that one's closed due to a mudslide.
Let's go check them out. Come on, George. Come on, Rimshot.
Solid, Jackson.
Ba-dum-bum, man.
We got Steve Stringbean's van and headed for the Pacific Coast Highway. Rimshot guessed that the van had been traveling at a normal speed. We decided to try Topanga Canyon Road first because it was closer and could easily have been reached from Santa Monica within 15 or 20 minutes. The angles were matching and Rimshot was counting.
2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. There should be a left turn near here someplace. 5, 2, 3, 4. 6, 2, 3.
Maybe that's it up ahead.
Rimshot told us they had stopped and pulled String Bean out of the van. Then he said he heard a door creak open and slam shut. Before he could look around, the driver of the van backed up and started down the mountain.
How we doing, Rimshot?
27, 2, 3, 4. 28, 2, 3, 4.
We had the solution within our grasp, thanks to the information Rimshot was giving us. Think that could be it, Rimshot?
This must be the place.
If they are holding String Bean in there, we gotta, like, aerobic with care.
What does that mean?
Exercise caution.
Freeze!
They're gone.
But they were here, man.
You know how moms are when you're having a party.
They've got String Bean.
And they want $104,020 to give him back. That's strange, too. Why not more?
Or less.
100% of Square One TV is a production of the Children's Television Workshop. This program was made possible by grants from the National Science Foundation, the U.S. Department of Education, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, the Andrew W. Mellon Foundation, and the Carnegie Corporation of New York.
Corporate funding is provided by IBM. At IBM, we believe education is the key to the future. We are pleased to help support Square One TV as an innovative way to introduce young people to the exciting world of mathematics.